Motorsport can be cruel. It's definitely a saying that you've heard before, and I'm going to show you in today's video why this is the case. We're up at Teamsport Coventry for a one-off 50 lap race, and of course, when I'm racing here on a public session, the best of the best turn up to show this heavyweight what a proper karter can do. So with a stacked grid of 14 karters and starting near the back of the grid, everything's against me, but how well are we going to do? Well, let's get to the grid and jump right into it. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video where today you join us at Teamsport Coventry for a one-off 50 lap race. So this was filmed back in January this year, so I've been sitting on this one for a little while, but today's the day where it finally comes to light as you join us then just for a few practice laps before we get gridded up then for the big 50 lap race. So with these 50 lap races, it's usually a random grid order, but because there's so many members here today, including the 3 fastest ever people to lap Teamsport Coventry, I believe they're sorting the grid order out by the fastest laps that people have done and putting it in reverse order. So I'm starting 12th out of 16th, so somehow around the back of the grid. So this one's going to be difficult, especially when the 4 people behind me are all in the 39-second club, 3 of them being the fastest ever to be around this track. This one's going to be a tough race if I want a decent result. And the lights go out at Teamsport Coventry as we start the race, and our main objective is to try to avoid any major drama through these first couple of corners, which luckily at the minute we do actually manage to get our way unscathed for now. Get ourselves then up into 7th position coming around the top section of the track, and luckily no one's overtaken us, so the quicker karters, especially the guys in the 39 club, are still behind us. Kart on the left then basically just lets us all through, so that's us now up into 6th position. Starting from 12th, so a very good start to this race. And we've got a car on the right hand side, and look at the switchback after the double hairpin, get the move done just before the yellow flags come out. So we're now up into 5th position on lap number 1, so a great start, and like I say, no one's overtaken us, so luckily we've still got the quicker guys behind us. But now we can see 3rd place ahead of us again, and once again green flags come out. Gonna look around the outside of this guy, having a sort of a think then what we're gonna do, but we don't decide to do anything. Get down the inside of Kart 11, and that's us up into 4th place. So a great start then. We can see 3rd place ahead of us, but unfortunately at the minute the first 2 have sort of gotten away a little bit, so it looks like at the minute maybe our best result could be a 3rd place. But 50 laps around Teamsport Coventry is a very long race indeed. It's very tiring as well, so it's definitely going to take its toll on anyone who decides to do it. But we know we're quicker than this car ahead then. As we come around the last hairpin down the bottom section, we caught right up, and Kart 4 then knows it. He's looking behind and goes very defensive for a very aggressive defensive style, and we get side by side then coming into lap 3, and we don't manage to get the overtake done here, but we do know then we are quicker than Kart 4, and we do want to try and get this position made. But he's looking all over the place then, he knows we're right behind him, so right now we just have to put him under pressure and hope he makes a mistake, as his concentration at the minute seems to be more on me, on what's actually in front of him. So we've got a feeling then he might be making a mistake somewhere, especially since we're quicker than him as well, so let's just hope for a clean overtake. And skipping forward of that then, coming on to lap number 4 through the double hairpins, we're going to look for a switch back here on kart number 4. We don't quite get it, but we're just going to maximise all the track then to try and get a bit more speed coming down to this hairpin. And well, we go for a lot more wider line as Kart 4 goes for a defensive line. Coming up the ramp then, he's going to stick his kart in the middle. I'll look at the left hand side. He also looks at the left hand side at the very last minute, give him a little tap which pushes him a little bit wide. But as we come round in the first corner to lap number 5, I'm around the outside and get the move done. Now, I want you to keep this move in your head because this is going to play back later. And unfortunately the work's not done for that position yet. As we come down then to this hairpin, once again he's going to try and go for a move, a bit half-hearted, which unfortunately puts me into the side of him, but luckily he does give us the position back. So that's us now up into 3rd position then, coming into lap number 6. Now once again we know we've got some quick karts behind us, so this 3rd position isn't guaranteed, but my main aim is just to try and hope that we can catch up to the first 2 positions to at least try and get a podium in this race. And just because there's some quick people in this race, it is still a public session race, so we are going to be having to deal with back markers, and unfortunately If you get one bit wrong just like that, it could cost you some vital time. But luckily I managed to get away with that one for now. But that's going to play a crucial part in this race, these back markers and how we're going to be dealing with them. As when we get onto lap 11 then, we've got second position right in front of us, and we're both about to come past another back marker. Like I said, the back markers are going to play a role here. So coming up then, up the ramp, I'm going to look myself down the inside. I don't actually think Kart 1 knew I was there, but we managed to slip ourselves then into second position coming onto lap 12. So once again, another position up, still not been overtaken yet. So this race so far is looking good. But unfortunately, Kart 1 then is going to try and do the same to me that I did to him. So we get to a couple more back markers and look behind me to see where Kart 1 is. As we come up the ramp then, and we see Kart 17 on the left hand side. Luckily, he gives us the room, but Kart 1 is side by side with us coming into lap number 14. So like I say, these back markers then are really going to start playing a part in this race if we don't get through them properly. And getting on to lap 17, this is where this race really starts being a defensive race for me. Look on our right hand side then, that's not kart number 1 anymore. We've got a lot of quick karters behind us. I'm not the quickest guy here, and they all want to make their way through me. So if I want to keep this second place or a podium, I'm really going to have to work hard then and not let them all pass. As we get onto lap 25, we're still in second position. Look on our right hand side, and it's another karter that's also trying to make their way through. So because I'm causing a massive train, unfortunately I really wish I had a rear view camera to show you this, but because I'm causing a massive train, the karters behind me are all battling it between themselves to try and get their way through so they can have a chance to overtake me, which is sort of playing a part for me. But unfortunately for me, they're all still right behind me. I still need to defend this position if I want to do well in this race. Coming into lap number 30, this is where the desperation from the guys behind are going to start playing in. Coming down the ramp then, we've got a Kart down the inside. Wasn't quite significantly alongside, I believe that's George, but he did almost actually get through us. Luckily I managed to out-drag him coming down to the double hairpins, and he did luckily leave us that room. So yeah, they're starting to play, well not dirty, but they're starting to get desperate now behind, and they really want to get past me, and I don't want to let them. And on lap 35, 15 laps to go. As we come to this hairpin right here, Megs is going to get down the inside and she gets the move done. Now, on my part, that was a great move. She did actually apologise for it after, but there was no need to apologise for that move. It was a great move. The camera doesn't really pick it up that well, but I did see her down the side of me. I was expecting it, so I decided to try and close the gap and just try and scare her to go out of the move, which is where the contact came from. But Megs has got through then. I've unfortunately let someone through. We're still in third position, but obviously we want to keep this podium position, and I've still got 4 or 5 karts behind me really desperate to get their way past. And with 6 laps left to go, we've actually caught up to second place. Megs has already gotten her way through and into the race lead, so she's pretty much guaranteed to be the race winner at this point. However, we've still got a chance then to claim back second place. As we come around to the bottom hairpin then, Kart 14 in second is going to try and get through a back marker, which unfortunately costs him a bit of time on the exit of that corner. So we're right behind him now, and he's opened up the gap. Then coming into that 45, we take the gap, seize the opportunity, and put ourselves into second place. Fantastic move, I think, from my part. 5 more laps left to go. We're in second. We've still got a lot of karts behind us. This is very draining now, all this defending, and I just want this race to finish. And obviously I don't know what lap it is at this point while I'm in the car. I'm knackered. I've been mentally drained from all this defending, and I just want to get this checkered flag out. And luckily for us, we get to the final lap still in second place, and we see the checkered flag finishing in second, starting from 12th and finishing in second. But like I say, with some of the very, very best that have ever lapped Teamsport Coventry. Now, since our lap 17, I've been on the back foot defending this whole time. It's been very draining. It's a very knackering track to a 50 lap race on as well. So really proud of myself, you know, really happy that I'll be walking away with a trophy. Also, I thought, well, remember this move on lap 4 that I told you to remember? Well, this actually gave me a 5-second penalty for advantage by contact, and unfortunately that second place on track actually put me down into 4th position, so all that hard work defending had basically just gone out the window. Now if we watch back the move in half speed, Kart 4 stays in the middle of the track coming up the ramp, so I decide to try and go round the outside of him. So as I turn left, Kart 4 does at the same time as well, and he has to brake to make the corner. I give him a little bit of a tap which sends him wide, but it didn't send him into the wall, so I decide to continue on with the move. Leave it in the comments, what do you think of the move? Do you think that was penalty worthy? Do you think I should have given it back, or do you think that was unfair and a bit harsh and the second position should have stayed? But thank you very much for watching YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe YouTube. Leave a comment if you think that penalty was fair, if I should have stayed in 2nd position, or if 4th position was deserved. Thank you very much for watching YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one.